Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Virgo for the month of April. These are your messages from Spirit. I have 3 messages here. Each one is being represented by a different crystal. Card number 1 is being represented by a rose quartz crystal. Card number 2 by a citron. And card number 3 by pyrite, or fool's gold, if you will. Now, you can pause the video and reflect upon these choices, and when you're ready, come back and listen to the message of your choice. Now, there are timestamps for these in the description box below, so that will take you directly to your message. Okay, so let's begin. For those who chose the rose quartz crystal, you have changed in the night. So this can speak to sudden, unexpected change. A shock could be unexpected news that changes things overnight. This can be adjusting to a new situation. Sometimes we change slowly. A little change here, a little adjustment there, tiny shifts day by day, and over time we grow into a very different version of ourselves. But at other times, we feel, like we have literally been changed overnight. Our day might suddenly, without warning at all, be very strange. For Alice, and perhaps for you when you receive this card, there is a sense that so very much has changed in an instant, that the world has quite suddenly been turned upside down or right side up. And we've not had a moment to grow used to this new reality, the way we are now, or the rules we find ourselves in the world we find ourselves inhabiting. When a time like this comes, we can be in shock. We can feel a little numb and have trouble finding our way back to the center of ourselves. If you feel you may have been changed in the night, that your life has changed quite dramatically, quite suddenly, then take a moment. Remember your values, your feelings, yourself. Look around you, steady yourself, and breathe in deep. You've been rocked, and your sense of self and of reality is going to take a little time to resettle. This card advises you to continue to connect with your core self. This will help you to adjust. Be good to you and just take it easy but steadily. Remember, you're finding out who you truly are. Until this moment, you only knew who you could be when faced with certain predictable circumstances. Now that so much has changed, you will find out so much more about yourself, and in time, this is going to enrich you very much. That is for those who have chosen the rose quartz, for those who've chosen the citron. you have law is not justice. And so it could be with this card that someone may have or had or feel that they did have the authority to impose a law, a rule, but that law or rule is ready to be questioned. So you are questioning somebody's rule that they have set in place because you feel it is unjust. It could be that you have followed the rule for some time before actually voicing your feelings with regards to it. It could be that someone has condemned you without knowing the full story. It could be that someone who doesn't even know you has judged you. You could be judging people you don't understand. If that is the case, this card advises you to have the full picture and avoid condemnation and judgment. Be discerning, but be sure to be fair and just. Now, the situation here that Alice finds herself in, it feels really unfair because no one should be judged, convicted, or serve a sentence prior to the evidence being heard. That doesn't sound fair, does it? But this is the situation that she finds herself in, and most likely you do also. So this could be what is taking place in your world if you have chosen this card. Unfair as it may be, someone wants to judge you before they know you, or convict you before they understand your side of the story, before they've heard the full story. And they most certainly have not even examined any evidence. They don't have the facts. But nevertheless, they wish to judge. If you're not currently experiencing this, this could be something you will need to watch out for. And when it happens, or if it's happening, you must speak up, and you must say it is unfair and wrong. You must not allow this to drag out. It is not right for you to be judged, but another person wishes to do so, and unless you speak up, there could be very strong consequences. You are being warned. When you are told to be quiet and to tolerate the judgments being made about you, this card urges you to speak up against injustice and object to what is taking place. Your opinion of yourself is what is most valuable. You can state your case clearly with strength and power, and doing so will help you remember just how very strong you are. You are worthy of respect, fairness, and kindness. And so if you are being treated poorly, then speak up. And once you do, the spell will be broken. Never allow another to steal your self-worth, is the message here. For those who chose the pyrite. Belong to your own dream. Excuse me. So you, whoever has chosen this, you may have been following a plan and a path that was not truly your own. So you could be rebelling or are feeling rebellious. People always deciding for you. Staying with people or in jobs that are not really part of your dream, but, you know, maybe more a part of others' dreams. So this may have, you may have actually chosen this card if you have been feeling these or having these feelings of rebellion. You know, you're either thinking of or deciding to or will be deciding to make some very big changes towards following the path that your soul's that is your soul's true dream for its evolution in this lifetime. So when Alice, this is based on Alice in Wonderland, you know, these cards, and so when Alice plaintively wonders whether everything she is experiencing is a part of a great dream, the same dream, shared by many beings, she wonders whose dream it actually is. And just like her, we ought to be concerned about whether we are living our own dreams, making our own mistakes, following our own hearts, or simply doing what others believe we ought to do, and thus making their mistakes, following what their hearts think is best for us, and living in their dreams. You know, many people will try to encourage you to head in a certain direction and live in a particular way that nearly everyone will agree is right, but you have your own dream. A life in which you will live a little more adventurously and perhaps even considered to be strangely by others. It is time to break free of the collective dream and live within your own. Belong to only one dream. Belong to your own. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.